Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital gets messy with Sasha and Holly storyline. General Hospital viewers aren't buying what the writers are selling, especially not that Sasha, Sophia Matson, is Robert's Tristan Rogers' daughter. This storyline seemingly came out of the blue without rhyme or reason. Sasha has been in Port Charles for 6 years, only entering the canvas because Valentin, James Patrick Stewart, hired her as Nina's, Cynthia Watro's daughter. While its true minimal backstory was given, Holly, Emma Sams, being her mother, is just off the wall. During the most recent episode of General Hospital, Holly told Sasha she was Robert's daughter. Excuse them. Sasha talked about Ethan, Nathan Parsons, so she knew she had a brother who was also Lulu's, Alexa Havens, brother, and yet never thought to say anything to anyone. Not even Michael, Chad Dell, or Brando, Johnny Wachter. And before anyone gets upset because Robert could have more than one child, that isn't the issue. It's the messy writing that makes this hard to believe. The biggest flaw, but not the only one, in this storyline is that Cody Josh Kelly denied the paternity test that said Mac, John J. York, was his father the first time it was done at General Hospital. Felicia, Christina Wagner, thought something was up and wanted to run a test independently. She grabbed some hair at the deception appearance on Home and Heart, but Sasha was ahead of her and switched Cody's sample with one of her own. The test wasn't a match and would have indicated a relationship between the two, but not a paternal one, as Mac and Robert are brothers. General Hospital fans took notice quickly. The DNA test with Cody and Mac was too recent for GH writers to sweep it under the rug and pretend it never happened. This decision isn't sitting well with watchers, especially those who have grown to like and root for Sasha, and those who remember the glory days in the 80s when the WSB, Scorpios, and Spencers were the show. As the last standing ABC soap, General Hospital must pick things up, or it will end up like All My Children and One Life to Live. The addition of new characters and the return of ones who weren't wanted are not making the show better. Kelly Monaco was fired, and her final scenes will air soon. The writers have chosen to kill Sam in favor of saving Lulu. With November sweeps coming in, there's room for improvement. This Sasha/Robert/Holly storyline isn't it, and viewers aren't happy about the newest developments in Port Charles. In a tangled web of deception and heartbreak, General Hospital is about to explode with the intensifying Sasha Gilmore and Holly Sutton storyline. Port Charles, a town never short of drama, is about to witness a storm brewing as secrets unravel, relationships falter, and both women find themselves entangled in a plot that could change their lives forever. Sasha's downward spiral. Sasha Gilmore's life has been on a roller coaster since her tragic loss of her son, Liam. The trauma sent her into a downward spiral, making her vulnerable to manipulative forces. While she was once the face of deception herself, remembering how she once pretended to be Nina's daughter, Sasha has been spiraling down a path of self-destruction ever since her past caught up with her. Now, however, Sasha's addiction demons have reared their ugly head again. Her relapse has not only put her in danger, but it has also drawn her into a darker plot orchestrated by someone she least expected, Gladys Corbin, her mother-in-law. As Sasha struggles to maintain control of her own life, Gladys continues to tighten her grip on Sasha's fortune. Sasha's mental state is fragile, and Gladys has been using her weaknesses to gain control over her assets, all while pretending to care about her well-being. With Gladys feeding her lies and pushing her further into addiction, Sasha's support system is crumbling, leaving her isolated in a town full of secrets. Sasha's desperation to get her life back on track leads her to Holly Sutton, a woman whose own mysterious motives may have disastrous consequences. Sasha sees Holly as a potential ally, someone who might help her escape from Gladys' manipulative clutches. But little does Sasha know, Holly has her own agenda, one that will pull her deeper into a world of danger. Holly's hidden agenda. Holly Sutton has always been an enigma. Returning to Port Charles with her signature elegance and charm, she slipped seamlessly into the high-stakes world of intrigue. But this time, Holly's return isn't as innocent as it seems. Her complicated past with both Robert Scorpio and Luke Spencer has left her with scars, but she's not here to reminisce. Holly has come back with a hidden agenda, and Sasha is her ticket to achieving her goal. While the town believes Holly's return is tied to old flames and forgotten grudges, her motives are far darker. Holly has become embroiled in an international espionage plot that threatens not only Port Charles, but also the lives of those she holds dear. And Sasha, vulnerable and in need of help, is the perfect pawn in Holly's dangerous game. Holly's mission, while shrouded in secrecy, involves recovering a valuable piece of information hidden in Port Charles. Information that powerful forces will stop at nothing to acquire. To do so, Holly needs someone who can operate beneath the radar, someone who won't attract attention. Sasha, in her vulnerable state, seems like the perfect candidate. Holly begins by offering Sasha a lifeline, pretending to help her out of the mess Gladys has created. Holly presents herself as a friend, someone who understands what it's like to be manipulated and used. She plays on Sasha's emotions, building a rapport that soon has Sasha believing Holly is her savior. But behind Holly's charming smile lies a more sinister intent. She is using Sasha to infiltrate Port Charles' underworld, leveraging Sasha's connections to Gladys, who has become involved with some shady figures. A deadly partnership. As Sasha begins to trust Holly, their partnership deepens. Holly coaches Sasha to push back against Gladys, helping her regain control of her assets. On the surface, it seems like Holly is empowering Sasha to reclaim her life. But in reality, she's pulling Sasha into a dangerous game of cat and mouse with powerful enemies. Sasha, unaware of the full scope of Holly's plan, starts to make progress in breaking free from Gladys' hold. But the closer she gets to regaining her autonomy, the deeper she gets involved in Holly's espionage plot. As Sasha reconnects with familiar faces in Port Charles, including Sonny Corinthos and Carly Spencer, they begin to grow concerned about Sasha's sudden closeness to Holly. Something doesn't feel right, but by the time they realize Holly's true motives, it may be too late. Holly's mission reaches a boiling point when Sasha inadvertently stumbles upon crucial information related to the international espionage scheme. Her discovery makes her a target, and soon both Sasha and Holly are thrust into the crosshairs of dangerous players who will stop at nothing to protect their secrets. With Gladys still lurking in the shadows and threatening to expose Sasha's most vulnerable moments, Sasha finds herself at the center of a deadly conflict she never saw coming. The tipping point. As the tension escalates, Sasha's emotional and mental stability are pushed to their limits. Her trust in Holly begins to waver when she starts piecing together the inconsistencies in Holly's story. Desperate for answers, Sasha confronts Holly, leading to a dramatic confrontation that exposes Holly's true agenda. But it's too late. By the time Sasha realizes Holly has been using her, they're both caught in a web of lies and danger that leaves them with few options. Sasha's relapse into addiction threatens to derail any chance of escaping unscathed, and Holly's enemies are closing in fast. Robert Scorpio, always protective of Holly, gets wind of her dangerous game and steps in to try and save her, but even he may not be able to untangle the mess she's created. Meanwhile, Sonny's suspicions about Gladys' dealings with Sasha reach their peak, leading to a confrontation between Sunny and Gladys that will have explosive consequences for everyone involved. A dangerous alliance. In a last-ditch effort to protect herself and Sasha, Holly proposes an alliance that could either save them or destroy them both. With enemies on all sides, Sasha has no choice but to trust Holly one last time. Together, they must navigate a treacherous path filled with betrayal, deception, and revenge, where the line between friend and foe blurs with every step. As the story unfolds, Sasha and Holly's fate hangs in the balance, with their futures intertwined in a way that could bring redemption or tragedy. General Hospital is about to get messier than ever as these two women find themselves at the heart of a deadly game, one that will leave Port Charles forever changed.